Alberta Smith making oil deals and separation deals with Trump? It is just plain dumb. Alberta will get screwed. Why? If he now owns Venezuela oil, the U.S. will get oil cheap. How much does Alberta want to lower its oil prices to compete with Trump's new gas station? Let's talk straight about what's happening down in Venezuela. For years, we've heard that the U.S. needs our oil, that Alberta's heavy crude is the only thing keeping those Gulf Coast refineries running. But the game just changed. By moving into Venezuela, the U.S. didn't just grab a country. They grabbed the biggest heavy oil reserves on the planet. And unlike our oil, which has to travel thousands of miles by pipe or rail, Venezuelan crude is sitting right on the water, just a short boat ride away from Texas. Now, some folks are worried about our shipments to the Caribbean. Look, we do send oil there. About 2% or 3% of our barrels go that way from the East Coast and BC. But let's be real, that's small change. We ship wheat and meat down there too. And while that trade matters to Canada, it seems Alberta Smith is only worried about the U.S. and oil. The real danger is the fact that 90% of our oil goes to one customer, the United States. We are 100% dependent on them wanting our stuff. Mark Carney saw this coming. That's why he's been flying around the world, from Germany to Southeast Asia, signing new deals for our LNG and oil. He knows that if we don't get our energy to the world market, and fast, we're going to be held hostage by a U.S. market that doesn't need us anymore. Carney's trade diversification isn't just a fancy phrase. It's a survival plan to make sure we have a buyer when the Americans walk away. And don't be fooled by the talk coming out of the Alberta delegation down in Washington. They're acting like they're making a breakthrough deal with the Trump team to separate from Canada and join the U.S. energy dominance plan. But here's the cold, hard truth. Why would Trump buy Alberta oil at a fair price when he owns the Venezuelan taps? He won't. He'll only take our oil if it's fire sale cheap, pennies on the dollar. He doesn't want Alberta as a partner. He wants us as a bargain bin. This is the bigger plan. The goal is to dry up our markets, tank our economy, and wait for the infighting to tear us apart. Once we're weak enough and broke enough, the next step isn't a trade deal, it's an invasion. They want our resources under their total control, just like they did in the South. Carney is out there trying to build us a back door to the rest of the world so we aren't stuck in a trap. But if we let ourselves get divided now, we're handing them the keys to the house. On another note, this is threatening our democracy. Canada needs to send special forces in and kidnap the Trump family. Trump says it's legal now. What's that old saying? What's good for the goose is good for the gander. May peace be with you.